4 characters in Borderlands 4. 4! Hot tour! Some people got nothing better to worry about than some random game, art, or whatever, and be like, oh my gosh, it's not as good as the last one. Alright, listen here, sunshine. Pull up your big boy pants, or whatever I'm saying to you. Some of the stuff in the game does look less detailed and more detailed. I wonder if that was an optimization choice versus just make the game look better. But they have so many options now, especially with Unreal Engine 5 having nanite. And good old frame gen, yeah. The only thing that's really daunting and frustrating to hear is that the game is only 30 to 40% finished. But they're saying, yeah, it's going to be finished by the end of the year. Right. Okay. Does that mean the game's going to run correctly? How many times have we heard them say, it runs great, it's going to be awesome. Okay, just don't worry. Play the game, close your eyes, don't look at the screen. Yeah, definitely don't want to see those artifacts and shit. Everybody glitching into like the floor or whatever. I noticed something with Unreal Engine 5 games, newer titles. They don't run perfectly on your system. That could be a problem. Higher bandwidth requirements for your RAM, CPU, everything. It's going to be pushed. It's the same game. It's literally the same looking game. They just cut back a little bit and then push the render distance as high as they could. So you're going to need to get that old 3070 out or better. So I say old, like that's literally going to be your best card if you're going to be using that. That or better to probably run this game with FrameGen. The biggest issue I've had with most trailers is everybody says, oh, the game looks so good. But you're looking at the trailer. You look at the actual game. It's the same damn game. Has a trailer looked any better than that? No, it literally topped the movie. Borderlands 4's trailer is better than the Borderlands movie. How did they do that? Kind of pisses me off actually a little bit. It's like, damn. Give me a whole film looking like that. Just release a love, death, robot style, like random adventures, Borderlands from different timelines. They don't just give you a show of like, basically for marketing, they release like 10 episodes just to see if people are into it, see if it makes any money. Then they make a full on like animated show with that quality from the trailer from Borderlands 4. Like, why not? Just like random tales of Claptrap. Tiny Tina's bizarre, I don't know, something. I know that guy's not called Captain Underpants, but I'm calling him Captain Underpants. The guy who runs around with a cape. Captain Midnight. I'm just kidding. That's not it. I think the worst thing you can do is compare each game because, yeah, it's a marginal change. But truthfully, do I feel like there's enough content to be making a 4th game? Is there really? The trailer was great, but it just, if it's like feeling more and more empty, fetch questy, there's not enough story this time, I might not finish it. Or I'll play it. I'm going to play it. Most definitely. I just simply can't afford games right now. If only one day I could buy Borderlands 4 when it comes out. I have a dream. After looking at the heroes, I think what they're trying to do is make them look more normalized. Like, they do look exaggerated. Don't get me wrong. They just look more human-like. More believable, I guess. And I guess it's to make them relatable. Like, anyone can be a hero in this universe. Your average-looking Joe guy. Pretty much. I want to know more about this Doc Ock-looking dude. In some ways, it gives me Elden Ring vibes. Also, we got Chris Hemsworth over here. I think what I really noticed is there's a lot more use of like fog and atmospherics and global lighting, which you can tell they're using ray tracing. I think it does complete the scene and make it look darker, more grittier. And I think that really is just the direction they're going. I mean, it could just be a new vibe, a new kind of like feeling, and that's good. I think that's actually a beneficial choice. So speculations on the new villain, it's going to be Handsome Jack returned, but like a robot version. That's the speculation, which we don't fully know. I'm reading the 10 most likely predictions to happen in Borderlands 4. Tiny Tina becoming a siren. No, that's not going to happen. Cybernetics and robots will play a large role. I believe that. I think that's going to create a new mechanic in the game that we're going to discover and be able to modify. It's what it seems like. Looking at the variation of enemies, there's a higher difference in quality and detail in the Iridian enemies. They look darker and like grittier. I think that's good. But all in all, I do think people are going to find ways to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed and surprised with different aspects of this game. It's not trying to overdo it. It's just not going to. What it's going to do is be kind of that steady release, kind of like a Souls game, kind of like any other title that you would expect it to be, but maybe just a little bit different. I just really hope there's a better story. That's what I'm looking for. Something playable that I can immerse myself in, make some good streams on, and that's all I could ever want.